It goes something like this. After weeks of drifting in and out of their trances, something happens inside their bodies.
I need to get in there. I need to get in.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to do, but I need to find out that secret Rose is keeping from me. And if she wants her baby, I'll give her back her baby. I brought you your baby, Rose.
Now I need you to bring me a crib, like the one in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead. And then I'll tell you the secret, the key that opens your chest of dreams.
A charred doll isn't going to make up for the mess I got them into. I think I better leave these kids alone once and for all. The great wave may be making me lose my mind, but I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in a crib. Those people are too old to be playing with dolls. You were saying something about a curfew. What time does it start exactly? I'm afraid that using this piece of burnt plastic like that won't do anything. That person looks too old to be playing with dolls.
We found the guilty party with the murder weapon.
Time has left these hinges bent and rusted. There's no way I'm going to be able to break open this door with my bare hands. This tangle of metal was a driver's door once upon a time. Neglect and rust have left it completely stuck. These the charred and misshapen remains of a bank card. I doubt it could be used in this condition, assuming there's anyone capable of finding a cash machine working.
Well, it depends on the mood of the soldiers in this zone.
A damaged platinum Visa card, the photo of a man in a suit with his hair slicked back. I'd swear, he looks a little like the homeless man with a shopping cart. Forget it. I don't think he'd be very amused to find out that I filched it from his precious shopping cart. Impossible. I think I'm going to need more brute force and ingenuity if I want to open up that rusted door. I'm afraid it's no use. Rod bolted it from the other side. Let's see if I can do this. Good. The mechanism gave way on the first try, but the card is trashed. For my sake, I hope that guy outside never finds out about this. I'm afraid that using the card with this won't get me anywhere. I don't see any way to use the card with this.
But you know it's time to go home when they start taking their guns out of their holsters.
Why would I want to give the card to anyone? If I want to use something with it, maybe I should get closer to that window. No. With my foot in this condition, I wouldn't get very far. I think it would be better to go back inside the trailer and try to take care of this wound. It doesn't look too good. It looms there at the edge of the camp, like an impenetrable wall. Has anyone ever tried to escape this rat's nest? It's the enormous fence around the perimeter of the camp, with surveillance from the towers and on the ground. This barbed wire fence intensifies the feeling of claustrophobia in here, making it even more suffocating.
Today they're extremely jumpy. I don't think it'll be long before they start insulting people and hitting them with their rifle butts.
That's where the mole's family lives. His role as a snitch and collaborator makes luxuries like this possible. A brick-and-mortar house in the midst of shacks and tents. A bunch of shacks, trying valiantly to stay standing in a sea of mud and trash. I can't imagine how it must be to live in one of them. Nothing but leaky roofs and cardboard walls that would blow away in the wind if they weren't tied down. Good God. The very look of this place is disheartening. In the distance, you can see the skyline of the city. It doesn't seem that far away. From what people say, things work somewhat better there. Could that be true?
You guys are awfully hard on them. It's just their crude way of showing us affection.
Smoke and dust clouds are still visible among some of the taller buildings. The impact of the Great Wave must have been terrible. I wonder what shape the catastrophe left the city in. In the distance, I can see the skyline of the city. Another vast prison, minus the fences and barbed wire. It seems like these jumbles of plastic and fabric represent the typical housing of the inhabitants of this hellhole. How have they managed to survive like this for so long? A quick glance at these tents is enough to make you realize how forsaken these poor people are, confined against their will inside the camp. Although it looks hastily and shoddily built,
Oh, shut up.
it's surprising to see a brick-and-mortar building amid all these shacks in the refugee camp. No doubt this must belong to someone important, or with very good contacts in here. Another brick-and-mortar building. That's the second one I've seen inside the camp. These structures stand out like mansions in the misery that dominates this place. Its owner must be someone important.